Welcome back, my friends. Okay, so we have another letter and sound that we're going to learn today, and I want you to see if you can guess what it is. Listen to these sentences, and I want you to listen for the initial sound. Remember, that's the beginning sound. Okay, listen. Jed jogs. Do you hear that? The same sound at the beginning of each one of those words? Jed jogs. Let's listen to another sentence. Jolly Jim joined Jumping Jack. What letter are we talking about today that makes that J sound? It's the letter J. Hooray! And look at it's a white card. That means it's a consonant. The letter J makes a J sound. In our alphabet cards, we say jumping rope, J, J, J when we jump the rope, right? Jump begins with the letter J. I have some other things that begin with the letter J. Look I have a jar of jam. This is cherry jam. And jam and jar both begin with a J sound. I also have some jelly beans. You can see the word jelly beans begins with a J. J, jelly beans. I also have someone juggling. Juggle begins with a J. J for juggle. I also have some jewelry, and I also have earrings, and I don't have any rings or necklaces or bracelets, but those are also jewelry. Jewelry are things that you put on to make yourself feel fancy. Jump rope also begins with the letter J. Okay, all of those things begin with the letter J. Let's take a look here at where J is in the alphabet. Let's sing. Ready? A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J. Oh, there it is. There's that letter J. This is where it comes in the alphabet. Okay, J, and there's a person jump roping in this picture. Do you recognize that? Let's go ahead and write the letter J. So it's a capital, and remember, where do we start? At the top. Letter J, we start at the top and come down and around like this, and then it has a line across like that. That's a capital J. A lowercase j starts right here on the dotted line, and it goes down below the line into the basement. Looks like it has a monkey tail. It's a lowercase j, and it has a dot at the top, just like an I does too. Lowercase j here and uppercase j, capital and lowercase. I want for you to write 10 uppercase j's and 10 lowercase j's. Let's take our hand and put it on our larynx or voice box, and I want you to make the J sound with me. J, J. Can you feel it vibrate? I can. That means it's voiced. So J is a consonant. It's voiced. Try it again. J. Do you feel that phoneme in your throat? J. It's voiced. And it's also stopping. We say J, J, J. See how each one of those sounds stops instead of a continuous sound like ah that can go on until the end of our breath? So J is a consonant. It's voiced and it's stopping. Let's see if we can write some of these words that we came up with that begin with a, I had one more J word too. This is the most fun one of all. Jet. A jet is a very, very fast airplane with a fast engine on it. So this is a jet airplane. Let's write the word jet. Okay? Jet begins with a J. Jump begins with a J. Jump. How about jam? Remember we had that cherry jam? That begins with a J. Jar also begins with a J. We had jump rope. See, it's the word jump plus the word rope makes jump rope. It begins with a J. We had jewelry, like necklaces and bracelets. Those are all jewelry. That begins with a J. And we had juggle. Juggle also begins with a J. Let's see if we can think of a couple more words that begin with a J. How about just? I am just going to have vegetables today for lunch. Just begins with a J. Let's see, one more. How about Jack? Oh, Jack is a name, so I'm going to capitalize it here. But there are also, how about like Jack in the Box begins with a J. Jack in the box. That also begins with a J. Okay, so I'd like for you to think about all the J words that make a J sound that you can think of. Make sure that you practice writing your capital and lowercase j's 10 times, and I'm going to find a book for us to read that highlights the J sound. Have a good day.